Trade Safe Nation, what is good? Here we are going to be reviewing a loss, right? What do you want to do when you take a loss? And guess what? This is our first loss in, I think, in a stream of 6 wins, right? So, hey, it is what it is. This is exactly why risk management is so important. This is why sticking to the plan is so important. And I'm going to show you why reviewing a loss is also extremely important. And just going over like, hey, why did we take this trade? Did we have conviction in it? Did we, was it feasible? Was the trade feasible, right? We did take a loss. And guys, again, keep it in mind, if you're a trader, if you're a businessman, you will have a day in your business that you are at a negative, right? So think about it like this. Keep it like a business, right? You think Amazon has 365 days of profitability? I guarantee you that they're in that 365 days amongst all their assets, amongst all their workers, amongst everything, they have a day of a loss, right? So let's keep that in mind. We had a beautiful string of winners. We had a trade idea. What was the trade idea? So let's get into it right now, right? So this is a NASDAQ. If we go into the hour time frame, right, before I took this trade, right, look at this candle right here. Right? So these two candles, first candle is you had a bearish candle that basically did a liquidity grab all the way down here. The following candle, right? We had a bullish candle that broke, right? It broke and closed above these last two candles. Now, the only thing we can do is have a trade idea, have some sort of conviction, right? So when we go down to the 15-minute, right? What else do we see in the 15-minute? We see that in that pattern, we have one. So you know what? I'm not gonna close it. We have one and we have two bullish candles, right? We have a bullish candle and we have another bullish candle giving us the signal that this could be a bullish trade. That is it. Not only that, but we had such a strong sell, guys, such a strong sell last week that there is something called a mean reversion trade. And what is a mean reversion trade? A mean reversion trade is essentially a trade that wants to come back to the 50 EMA, right? It wants to come back to the 50, right? It wants to come back and break above the 50. And that is, look, the 50 EMA, this green line, that is the 50, which is, it came back, it tested it, and if our trader was correct, it should have broken above it and started going above. But guess what? The NASDAQ is still very much so on a downtrend. So there are certain trades that you can call a gamble trade, right? This was a kind of a gamble trade in which it was a probabilities trade, right? And that is why in these instances, you don't put your foot on the gas. I risked let's say 75% of what I would typically risk on any given trade on this trade, right? I did not go full throttle at a 1-to-1 or a 1.5x of what I typically trade. No, I traded conservatively because A, it's Monday, volume is whatever, could be okay. B, it wasn't a guaranteed trade considering that the NASDAQ is currently on a downtrend, okay? So let's keep all of that in mind. But again, extremely important to review also to keep in mind, guys, to know that at the end of the day, everything is a probabilities game. If you can go, the Words of Wisdom, I love that podcast, right? They just interviewed a woman, which I'm going to make a video on women trading, why more women should be in finance, more women should be trading, but essentially why women like this woman managed $300 million as a trader, okay? And what she talks about is, guys, you are literally dealing with algos. Everything comes down to profitability in the markets. You can never predict what is going to go on. The only thing that we can control on any given day is how much we lose, okay? We can't control, we can't predict, right? All that we can do is control how much we are willing to give back to the market, okay? And now keep this in mind that this is why it all boils down to risk management, making sure that if you are going to lose, you are going to be able to trade tomorrow. That you will have enough capital to trade tomorrow. And that means not over leveraging. That means not over trading. That's it. We took one loss. We used our trade safe lock to make sure that, it popped up and made sure that, we're not going to continue this over trading pattern. So keep all this in mind, guys. It is, if you followed the rules, if you had conviction in your trade, if you had a real thought process of why you are taking this trade, that's all you need, and you did a great job. Tomorrow's a new day. But if you're taking trades all willy-nilly, you're just hopping in, just because you think this and you think that, guys, this is where you're going to go wrong, okay? So again, wanted to show you this loss because showing losses is extremely important, just as important as showing a win. Understanding why you took this loss, understanding why you took a trade. As you see price action right now, I would have never, this was a great buy, but I would have never taken a buy at this point, ever. I've seen price in the process of learning. I've seen price go against me completely, right? So this is a no trade. The only way for me to take a trade at this point in time would be if I see, if it gets to this point here, right? If this candle can stretch up to this point, and then I see another green candle form and close, that would be another trade opportunity to take a long on this. But as of right now, we are done for the day, right? And again, please guys, if no one is showing you their losses, unfollow them. They're not good, right? If all anyone is showing you is their wins, which Instagram is full of these guys, right? This is why I unfollowed everybody. Okay, with the exception of this dude, Alex G, which it's so funny. Like now, it's so funny after him opening his brokerage account, right? And saying, oh, here, use this broker. Oh, now he's showing all his losses, right? Like now he's just the biggest loser, right? Because, all of a sudden, the people are taking his trades, using his brokerage, and their losses are his gain. But anyways, that's another topic for another video. But the case is that, yeah, guys, if people are not showing you their losses, which again, the industry is full of people who are just constantly showing you wins, all they do is show you wins, guys, more than not, they're probably scamming you. But again, wanted to make this video quick to show you guys this pretty loss, because it was a pretty loss, very nice loss. Again, Trade Safe is completely free. Link is in the description. Check it out. Live trading every single day. Trade safe, guys. Peace.